Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be having a look at sheep. So what I've got here, I've got all three options that are currently in the game that you can house sheep in. So we've got a pasture, we've got a sheep barn, if you want to call it a sheep barn, and then we've got the sheep barn large. So what you'll find these under is the construction menu, across to animals, and across to sheep, and there we got. So you've got sheep pasture, that's going to cost you 26 grand, and that'll hold 15 sheep. We've got the sheep barn, that's going to cost you 51 grand, and that will hold 25 sheep. And we've got the sheep barn large, that's going to cost you 97 grand, and that will hold 65 sheep. So that's what we've got here. We've got the pasture, we've got the sheep barn, and then the sheep barn large. So what we do on these, we'll go over the pasture first. As with all the animal menus, if you come up to the paw print, that opens the animal dialog box, and there you can put the animals in. If you want to go to the animal dealer yourself and transport them across, that's entirely up to you, or you can have them delivered directly to you, but bear in mind there will be a cost. So if we put that down to 1, there we are. Right, so you got the lambs and the older versions. So the lamb is going to be 30 to deliver per lamb, and then the older version is going to be 50 to deliver. So just bear that in mind. If you've already got the animal trailer, then great, or if not, then you can just have them delivered directly if you want to. Then you've got the water input for the pasture. With the two barns, because you're paying that much more for them, you don't need to put water in. They're already plumbed in. Just like the cows, the barns already have the water plumbed in. But on the pasture, you've got the water drop off point there. You then got the food drop off point into the trough there, and then at the end in the hatch marking area is where you're going to have your wool pallet spawn. And over here, same again, you've got the wool pallet spawn area in the hatch markings. You've then got the feed drop off point, and then around the side you've got the animal dialog box. So it's going to be the same for both barns, no water needed. So on this one you've got the animal dialog box there, drop off point for your food, and then your wool spawn pallet area in the hatch markings. Right, so if we put in 10 of each, so we'll go for the landrace of Bentham. So we'll put 10 in, like so. That's 10 in there. A little sheep there, nice and fluffy. Then we'll put 10 in to the large barn. 10 of them, and then we'll put 10 into the normal barn. I say normal barn, it's just called barn though, isn't it? So that's all the sheep in. So what we need to do now is to put some water into the pasture and some grass in to feed them. Now if you go to your animal menu, it's saying there that they all take grass. Now on the construction menu, it's saying that they take grass and hay, which is a strange one. But what I've got here anyway, I've got a tanker full of water for the pasture, and I've got a trailer full of grass. So we'll go and load them up, then we'll get everything rolling. Right, so come on. So I use the tractor with the dolly on it, because the trucks in the game so far just tend to spin out. And we'll put the water in, we'll see how much it takes. So we've got 32,000 litres in this tanker. I'm going to have to back up now, aren't I? Oh, this is terrible. So putting the dolly on, that's going to give you the I'll turn it around, get straight on. Having the dolly on the front just makes it basically have a swivel axle, which I'm terrible at reversing, so we'll get it straight on. There we go. Right, let's line it up. There you are, comes up with the option. So we'll load the water in. So we have 32,000 in the tanker. We've now got 30,500. So that's taken 1,500 litres of water to fill the pasture up. So we'll move this out of the way. We'll get the grass on the go, leaving lots of tyre marks in the dirt. Right, so that's that. So we're getting this one, and we'll put some grass in. It's quite strange that on the menu for the construction it's saying it takes hay, but it says they don't need hay when you come to feed them. Okay, grass is easy to do, you haven't got to ted it then, have you? So we'll drop that in. So it's 52,000 litres, and we've got 49 left, so that's 3,000 litres that the pasturers took for them. I'm assuming they're all going to be the same, but we'll unload anyway. Right, so let's back it in there nicely. There we are. Right, so that's 37. And then we'll do the same for the normal sheep barn. Should have got a smaller trailer really. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get this one in. Well, let's try backing up a little better. There we are. Oh, he doesn't like it. Right, I'm going to go get a smaller trailer because obviously I can't get under that roof. I'll be back in a minute. Right, so I've got me the crampy half pipe, so obviously that's got a lower back, and I've also got a load of hay because I just want to test out. It says on the menu that you can have hay or grass, but it says, yeah, there we are. So it's saying there you can have grass for your sheep, but on the construction menu it's saying grass or hay. So we've got grass in the other two, but I've got hay in this one, and it's allowing me to load it in, even though it said, we're still getting caught under that roof, even though it said we had grass just for the sheep, it's allowed me to put hay in. The sheep barn there, it's saying grass, but I've put hay in. So maybe that's just a little bit of a oversight, shall we say, with the coding and all that. But we got, so let me put more in. Yeah, let me put, oh, it gets caught on the roof, that's why it stopped. Okay, so they're all filled up. They've all got water if needed, and they've all got grass and hay in. So what I'm going to do now, I'll fast forward it to see if where the sheep are, if it's a pasture or a barn, does that have any effect on the amount of wool that they make. So I'll fast forward this bit and we'll see what happens. Right, so I've fast forwarded a month and we've got some wool. So we'll have a look at the pasture first. So we've got there wool 93 litres. So in 1 month, having given them grass and water, they've produced 93 litres of wool. So over here we've got 93 litres as well. So they've had grass. They don't need water obviously because the barn's got it plumbed in. Then what have we got in the smaller barn? So that's got 93 litres as well. So with that, it doesn't really matter which one that you put your sheep in, they're going to produce the same amount of wool. Now I have got the same type of sheep in all three of them, so obviously depending on what breed you put in, that will have a different effect on it all. We'll have a look at that in a different video. But on this little test here, with the same amount of sheep, same type of sheep, all filled up to the maximum, they produce all the same. So whichever one you want to go for entirely depends on how much money you've got and how much space you've got. So that's what is going to be the defining factor when you choose which one. Right, so that's the basics of the sheep done. Drop it in the comments below which one you think you want to go for, whether it's the pasture or one of the barns. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.